Good evening. Today's quote is good one. Envy is the art of counting the other fellow's blessings instead of your own. Envy is the art of counting the other fellow's blessings instead of your own. Today's word you must have used many times as bona fide certificate. Bona fide, real or genuine, made with honest intent, made in good faith without fraud or deceit, a bona fide proposal. Now, this is an important result. We'll be doing this in probability also, addition theorem. But here we say it is properties of cardinality of sets. Number of elements in the set is cardinal number. We are going to prove this result. If A and B are two finite sets, then n of A union B is n of A plus n of B minus n of A intersection B. Actually, it is all about using common sense. See, when you say n of A, this common part is taken into consideration. When you say n of B, again this part is taken into consideration. But in a set, one element is to be considered once only. So this part is to be deducted. And that is why, see the proof, n of A, number of elements in A, let that number be x. N of B, number of elements in set B, let it be y. And number of common elements, that is n of A intersection B, be z. Now you have to understand this Venn diagram. See, in A there are x elements of which z belong to B also. So remaining, that is x minus z, they belong to set A only. Y elements belong to set B, but of them Z belong to A. So Y minus Z, they belong to only B. We have already done this. This is A minus B, this is B minus A, this is A intersection B. These are disjoint sets. So to get the number, add all these, that is x minus z plus y minus z, that is x plus y minus z. Okay. So what is n of A union B? It is n of A plus n of B minus n of A intersection B. You have to use this as standard result. Okay. Now, this is quite logical that n of A plus n of A dash, where A dash is the complement of the event, is nothing but n of U. Now, what is n of A union B? It is n of A plus n of B when A and B are disjoint sets. For example, A set of all boys in the class, B set of all girls in the class. So, what is n of A union B? Total number of boys plus total number of girls. That's it. Then what is n of A union B plus n of A intersection B? It is n of A. See the Venn diagram again. This is complete set A. It consists of two parts, A minus B, A intersection B. These are disjoint sets. What do you mean by disjoint? If A minus B occurs, A intersection B doesn't occur. Is that clear? So in fact, you need not remember these results separately. From the Venn diagram, we can easily obtain them. But result number 6 is very important. It is for three sets. N of A union B union C is N of A plus N of B plus N of C minus N of A intersection B minus N of B intersection C minus N of A intersection C plus N of A intersection B intersection C. But if events are, I should have used the word set because we're not doing probability. If the sets are disjoint, then n of A union B union C is simply n of A plus n of B plus n of C. That's it. Okay. Now this is also logical. N of A intersection B dash. See how to read this. A and means but. A but not B. A but not B means what? From A you had to subtract this number. See this region A minus B. How will you describe this? X minus Z part. A but not B. So from N of A just deduct this number. Right? You get this number. This is again you need not remember. by rather from Venn diagram, you can obtain this result. Is that clear? Yes. Now, this concept is very, very important. Interval. Listen to me carefully, or we'll do one thing. You first read this and then I'll explain. Yes, open interval. If A and B are real numbers such that A less than B, then the set of all real numbers X satisfying A less than X less than B is called an open interval and is strictly denoted by putting A, B in circular bracket. This is the circular, right? Do not use any other bracket. So what is open interval AB? All x such that x belongs to set of real numbers and a less than x less than b. See, this is the number line. Okay. Now hollow circle stands for, a hollow circle means a and b are not included. They are not the part of this domain, we can say. Closed interval. If a and b are real numbers such that a less than b, then the set of all real numbers x satisfying a less than or equal to x less than or equal to b is called an closed interval. I'm sorry, it should be is called a closed interval and is denoted by enclosing a and b within rectangular bracket. So closed interval AB, just read this as, how to read this, closed interval AB, set of all x such that x is a real number and a less than or equal to x less than or equal to b. Dark circles are used, means a and b both are included in the interval. Semi-closed, that is semi-open intervals. If a and b are real numbers such that a less than b, then the set of all real numbers x satisfying a less than or equal to x less than b, a less than x less than or equal to b are called semi-closed, or you may call them as semi-open intervals and are denoted using this. What does this mean? This means A is included, B is not. Here A is not, but B is included. And this is the rule method. Okay. Yes, this is the representation on number line. The set of all real numbers greater than A will be denoted by this open interval. Note that never enclose infinity in rectangular bracket because infinity is not a real number till infinity. Very, very large positive number. Okay. So this is x greater than A. Now, what is x greater than or equal to A? Means A is included, but infinity cannot be. Set of all real numbers less than B is denoted by open interval minus infinity to B. This is the number line. This is, again, arrow indicates that infinity, or even in this case minus infinity, is not a real number. And what does this stand for? X less than or equal to B. And finally, the set of all real numbers is denoted by either capital R or open interval minus infinity to infinity. So this is the number line 0. No end to RHS and LHS also. Okay. Now, just these three rules of inequality. Suppose A, B, C are real numbers. If A is less than B, then A plus C is less than B plus C, obviously. If 0 less than A less than B and C greater than 0, that is, if multiplied by a positive number, inequality remains the same. If multiplied by a negative number, then inequality reverses, provided they are of the, in fact, they, here what is the criterion? That it is positive. If A is greater than B, greater than 0, then if reciprocals are taken, inequality reverses. See, third statement is interesting. If reciprocals are taken, inequality reverses. I used to tell students the same thing because I was told the same by my teacher. But I think a student from 11th standard corrected me. My statement used to be, if reciprocals are taken, inequality reverses. This statement is wrong. For example, -3 is less than 4. Take reciprocals, -1 upon 3 is still less than 1 by 4. So if they have the same sign, then only this happens. Means what? 4 greater than 7. Take reciprocals, 1 upon 4 less. uh, what I have written. Sorry, 14 greater than 7. So reciprocals 1 upon 14 less than 1 upon 7. Right? So inequality reverses when the reciprocals are taken, provided they are of the same sign. If they are of opposite signs, then inequality remains the same in spite of taking reciprocals. Is that clear? Sum number 6, if A and B are subsets of the universal set X and n of X is 50, n of X 35, n of B is 20, n of A dash intersection B dash is 5, find n of A union B, n of A intersection B, n of A dash intersection B and n of A intersection B dash. One can use Venn diagram also. But when to use Venn diagram, you should understand that. See, n of x is 50, n of a dash intersection b dash is 5. Now, as per De Morgan's law, what is a dash intersection b dash? It is a union b complement. So, n of a union b complement is n of this, which is given to be 5. Now, number of elements in the complement is n of x minus number of elements in that set. I repeat, number of elements in the complement is n of x minus number of elements in the set. So what is n of A union B then? N of x minus n of A union B complement. So 45. Then by addition theorem, what is n of A union B? Na plus nb minus n of A intersection B. Out of 4, 3 values are known. So fourth can be obtained. Now to solve third and fourth, we can draw Venn diagram. See, n of A intersection B we have found as 10, n of A 35. So this part A minus B, exclusively A 25, exclusively B 10. Now this means the same. See, A dash intersection B means B and not A. So 10. Or you use this formula. A intersection B dash means A but not B. So omit this to get 25. Yes. Now listen to me carefully, but please do write the solution after the lecture. In a class of 200 students who appeared in a certain exam, 35 students failed in CET, 40 in NEET, 40 in JEE, 20 failed in CET and NEET, 17 in NEET and JEE, 15 in CET and JEE, 5 failed in all 3 examinations. Find how many students. First one, did not fail in any exam. Second, failed in NEET or JEE entrance exams. Just read the solution. Of course, at the same time, I'll explain also. Let X be set of all students. C set of students who failed in CET. CET, so C. NEET, so set N, set of students who failed in NEET. And J, set of students who failed in JEE. So I have listed the things which are given. Now this is interesting. Venn diagram. Now this stands for C corresponds to. You need not draw 3 lines, 3 line segments. You can say that X equal to, same thing. Okay. Now this is interesting. N of C intersection N intersection J is 5. So can you see the cursor? So this is 5. Okay. Now what is N of C intersection N? 20. Now this is 5, so this has to be 15. What is n of n intersection j? 17, but 5 are already considered. See the cursor. So this part is 12. Now, what is n of c intersection j? It is 15, but 5 is already considered. So this is 10. Now tell me what is n of c? 35. But out of 35, see this is set c. See the cursor. Out of 35, 15 plus 5, 20, 20 plus 10, 30 are already taken into consideration. So only in C. I hope you understand this. Exclusively C. 5. Similarly, this is 8 and this is 13. Okay. Now it is asked the number of students who did not fail in any exam. Now, these many students, here we have taken care of which thing, that one element or one student is considered once only, right? So this addition is 68. So 200 less 68, 132 students didn't fail in any of these three exams. Second, the number of students who failed in NEET or JEE, n of n union j. See, n union j. So how many? 15 plus 8 plus 5 plus 12 plus 10 plus 13. So it comes out to be 63. Sum number 8. From amongst 2000 literate individuals of a town, 70% read Marathi newspapers, 50% read English newspapers, and 32.5% read both Marathi and English newspapers. Find the number of individuals who read, first part, at least one of the newspapers. Second, neither Marathi nor English newspaper. Third part, only one of the newspapers. Okay. Start writing. I'll dictate the solution. Let X equal to set of all literate individuals. Fast. Let X equal to set of all literate individuals. A equal to, now you can use ditto mark for set of individuals. A equal to set of individuals who read Marathi newspapers. Capital A equal to set of individuals who read Marathi newspapers. B for Bombay. Capital B equal to set of individuals who read English newspapers. One student is asking, can I use M for Marathi and E for English? Yes. But I have denoted these sets by X, A and B. Okay. Now see on the screen. We are given. Tell me what is given. Right now. We are given N of X. How many literates? 2000. So 2000. What is N of A? Don't say 70. 70% of 2000s. Percent means per 100. So out of 100, 70. So when I say 70%, by that I mean 70 upon 100 times. Times means multiplication. So it comes out to be 1400. So this is N of A. These are simple sums. SSC students have done this part, I'm sure, in 9th or 10th standard. 50% of 2000. CBSE students are saying that they haven't done sets. It's surprising. So 50 upon 100 multiplied by 2000. So this is 1000. What is N of A intersection B? 32.5% of 2000. Presentation is important. So you should be able to write this immediately. Clearly, this is 650. Is it? Now we'll draw Venn diagram. Okay. So basically common means 650. Let me explain. Now n of a is 1400, right? 650 belong to common part. So remaining, that is 750 here. It is better if you write this 1400 less 650. That will be better. And for this other part, b minus a, it is better if you say 1000 less 650. But as there is no space here, I will just write 350. Okay. Now, what is the total? 1750. So remaining 250. Is it? Draw the diagram. Yes, this is the Venn diagram. See, 650 students are common. Now, n of a is what? Let me see. N of a is 1400. Okay. So subtract 650 from that to get 750. Only in A means A minus B. Now this is A intersection B. So it is n of B minus A, 1000 less 650, 350. Total is 1750. So subtract that from 2000 to get 250. Now first part, what is asked? Actually, you should write that number of individuals who read at least one of the two newspapers, n of A union B, this plus this plus this. That is 1750. Okay. Second part, number of individuals who read neither Marathi nor English. So out of 2000, 1750 read at least one of the two. So remaining they do not read either of these two. Third part, number of individuals who read exactly one of these two. So 750 plus 350, that is 1100. Sum number 9. In a hostel, 25 students take tea, 20 students take coffee, 15 take milk, 10 students take both tea and coffee, 8 both milk and coffee. None of them takes tea and milk both, and everyone takes at least one beverage. Find the number of students in the hostel. See, Venn diagram will be like this only because these sets T and M are not intersecting. Actually, we have to begin by saying let T stand for set of students who take T and so on. I haven't written that, but in exam you are supposed to write. So these are given. Now, students taking tea and coffee, so 10. But 25 take milk, so 15 take only milk. Similarly, students taking coffee and milk, both 8, but students taking milk 15. So actually, I'm not sure, but I should have said 25 students take tea. So as 10 of them take coffee, remaining 15 take tea only. And here 7 take milk only. Okay. So total number of students taking coffee is 20, but 18 are already taken into consideration. So these two students, they take only coffee. They are loyal to coffee only. So total number of students, add all this to get 42. Sum number 10, there are 260 persons with a skin disorder. If 150 had been exposed to the chemical A, 74 to the chemical B, and 36 to both A and B, find number of persons exposed to number 1, chemical A, but not chemical B. Second, chemical B, but not chemical A. Third, chemical A or chemical B. So these are the definitions of the sets. These values are given. Venn diagram is constructed. So 36 are suffering from both, rather they are exposed to both chemicals. But N of A is 150. So remaining 114 only because of A, 38 only because of B. Okay. Are we supposed to find this? Was this required? 12? No, it wasn't. Anyway, so n of A intersection B dash, A but not B, 114. Why? Because in the first part, chemical A but not chemical B. Then second, B but not A, so 38. Third part, chemical A or chemical B. Some students think that only 114 plus 38. No. In that case, we will be given exactly one of the two. When they say chemical A or chemical B, please listen to me. You have to consider third possibility also, both A and B. If they say exactly one of the two, then yes, 114 plus 38. But here you have to add 36 also. So it amounts to 188. Actually, this number is not asked, but it should be 72 and not 12. Because out of 260, A union B, N of N is 188. So 260 less 188, not 12, 72. Now this is correct. 11th, write down the power set of A equal to 1, 2, 3. Now what is power set? Set of all possible subsets is power set. And see, if number of elements is n, you may write down this. If in a set there are n elements, then number of subsets is 2 raised to n. I repeat, number of elements in a set equal to n, number of subsets equal to 2 raised to n. So we expect how many? 2 cube, that is 8. Now null set is subset of every set. Then all singleton sets 1, 2, 3, 2 elements at a time, 1, 2, 1, 3, 2, 3. Order is immaterial, so don't say 3, 1. 3, 1 is same as 1, 3. And every set is subset of itself. So 1, 2, 3. So in all there are how many? 8 elements. You need not write this, enough, because we are just asked to write down the power set. Sum number 12. Write the following intervals in set builder form. Number 1. Open interval minus 3, 0. All x such that x belongs to R. Minus 3 less than x less than 0. Second. Close interval 6, 12. Close means these end values, they belong to the interval. So set of all x such that x belongs to R. 6 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 12. Open interval 6 infinity. So all x such that x is a real number, 6 less than x less than infinity. Semi-open, or you may call it semi-closed. All x such that x belongs to R, minus infinity, never say less than or equal to, because minus infinity is not a real number. So minus infinity less than x less than or equal to 5. Semi-closed 2, 5. So 2 less than x less than or equal to 5. Then this is semi-open. So x belongs to R, minus 3 less than or equal to x less than 4. So that's it for today.